Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
Welcome to WatchMojo.
Hey guys, preemptive like, original link to the video, top of the description. My name's Connor if you're new. Hope everyone's doing well. I gotta cut my hair, for Christ's sakes. Let's learn. 10 British scientists who changed the world. Is that Newton?
UK, and today we're counting down the top 10 British scientists who changed the world. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we've looked at scientists born in Britain whose work has changed human life forever. Number 10, Peter Higgs. You've probably heard of the Higgs boson particle and the Large Hadron Collider that was built to observe it. What you might not know is that the man that the actual particle was named after is actually British. Originally from Newcastle, he is one of the 6 physicists that were responsible for suggesting the particle might exist and kick-starting the entire process to prove their theory. In 2012, they finally announced that they had discovered the particle and the following...
That's the King of Sweden, right?
...theory. In 2000...
What were they trying to... What were they trying to find out? I didn't think that... I didn't know that they had some specific goal for creating the Higgs boson, or the particle accelerator. I thought it was just, you know... I know they didn't just make it for no reason. I thought it was just to, like, mess around with, like, atoms and stuff to find out new stuff. I didn't know they were actually searching for a specific thing.
In 2012, they finally announced that they had discovered the particle, and the following year, Higgs was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. Number 9, Alexander Graham Bell. Born in Edinburgh, Bell...
What? America, why do you lie to me?
Bell is not only the founder of American company AT&T, but also the inventor of the telephone, so you can
My dad worked for them, like when I was really young, AT&T.
thank this man for your smartphone, even if he might not recognise it as the descendant of his device. Hired by Gardner Hubbard to experiment with ways to send multiple telegraphs along the same line, Bell was also given funding to explore his true passion.
I swear, there are just a lot of inventions that great American inventions I thought were American. And I swear 50% of them, they end up being British.
The transmission of the human voice. In 1876, from the comfort of his packed office, he demonstrated his invention by making the first phone call. Number 8. Dorothy Hodgkin. Known for her work with X-ray crystallography, which is the technique used to determine the structure of crystals, Dorothy Hodgkin worked primarily with biological molecules. She was a pioneering scientist in the field of structural biology, and throughout her life she deciphered the structures of penicillin, vitamin B12, cholesterol, and after 35 years of work, insulin. She was the third woman...
Was Marie Curie British?
...to receive the Nobel Prize.
Wait, what?
After 35 years of work, insulin. She was the third woman to receive the Nobel Prize in chemistry, and to this day is the only British woman to receive the award for one of the sciences. Number 7. Alexander Fleming. We're
Where is Marie Curie from?
incredibly lucky that so many scientists have done the work to find cures and ways
Fleming. Is he penicillin?
to keep us healthy. For example, Edward Jenner, who invented the first vaccine. But the one that made our list is Alexander Fleming, who discovered penicillin and paved the way for modern antibiotics. Wow. Although he technically discovered it accidentally by having a messy office and leaving out cultures of staphylococci, there's no arguing with the results. In 1945, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, which he shared with 2 others.
Didn't they used to... before they knew why it worked, didn't they used to put like moldy bread in wounds or something, and it would keep it from getting infected? Also maggots.
Number 6. Francis Crick, James Watson and Rosalind Franklin.
James
London-born
Watson.
Rosalind Franklin used X-ray crystallography to better understand the molecular structure of DNA. Her pioneering work was then the basis for the work of Watson and Crick. Francis Crick is the British half of this duo, and together with his American partner they discovered the helical structure of DNA. They were jointly awarded a Nobel Prize for their discovery, which also explained how information is transferred inside your DNA. Sadly, since Rosalind Franklin had died in 1958, fate, she could not share the honour. Nonetheless, their discovery added significantly to our understanding of how living things work. Number 5. Alan Turing.
Oh my god, I know this. Alan Turing. No, I don't. Did he have something to... for some reason, I'm thinking engineering, but... Alan Turing. What did he do? I forget.
Born in London, Turing's work spread across...
Radar.
several areas of study, but he is most famous for his work with computer science. He was hugely influential in the development of the study, so much so that he's today remembered as its father. If you don't know him from his groundbreaking work in computers, you might know him for his contribution to the British effort in the Second World War. He worked at the centre of Britain's code-breaking team and was responsible
Dang it!
for helping to break the German ciphers, allowing Allies to ultimately defeat the Nazis. Number 4. Tim Berners-Lee. This is the scientist
Also familiar name, but
that you're probably going to want to thank the most, because without him, we wouldn't be bringing you this video. Berners-Lee is the inventor of the World Wide Web. It all started with him wanting to find a way to share information between researchers. He built the software to facilitate this, and years later, spotting an opportunity to pair his creation with the internet, the pretty mind-blowing online system that we all know and love today was born. Few technological developments have had such a clear impact on the modern world. Number 3. Stephen Hawking. With a long list of books to his name, including children's books, and a film made about his life, Hawking has had such an influence on mankind in modern scientific thinking that he has become a household name around the world. His most notable works are his study of black holes and his work in cosmology, which is concerned with the origins of the universe. All of his amazing essays, ideas and theories were made in spite of his motor neuron disease, which he overcame for decades, completely defying expectations. Hawking will go down in history as one of the greats, or rather, he already has. Number 2. Isaac Newton. When you think of Newton, you probably think of the famous apple story. Although it's not strictly true, the apple didn't actually hit him on the head. He did claim it inspired his theory of gravitation. Like many on today's list, Newton also worked across several different fields of science, but he was most famous for his theory of gravity and the laws of motion. He's often considered to be the most influential scientist of all time, and wouldn't you know it, he just so happens to have been born in Woolsthorpe, Lincolnshire, England. Number 1. Charles Darwin. Our number 1 spot is reserved for this incredible scientist because not only was his work hugely influential, but he...
So what did people... It's crazy to me how this idea of evolution is as recent as it is, because, I mean, in hindsight, yeah, we're speaking from hindsight, but it seems so obvious. Well, that's why it's hindsight. Anyways, like, people just like took everything just for, I guess, religion. They
also
probably
changed
thought,
the way we viewed life itself.
God.
His theory of evolution completely rewrote history and demonstrated that all life evolves from common ancestors. Previous theories had tried to explain similar concepts, but Darwin's came with such convincing evidence that it was hard to argue against it.
I would like to see previous theories about, the differences in animals. I think that'd be
Scientists have
cool to
gone
learn
on to
about.
gather even more evidence since then, and the fundamental concepts continue to hold up. Darwin's work ultimately changed the face of biology and our very understanding of nature. Do you agree with our picks?
Very cool. No, Alexander Graham Bell is American. Stop it. No. Well, I was wrong there. Yeah, cool list, guys. Cool video. Love y'all. Hope you're all doing well. Would appreciate any comments down below. Answers to any questions I might have had. And hopefully I'll see you next video. Bye, guys.